We're joined by Kyle Larson, driver of the number 42 Target Chevrolet, who will start Sunday's Toyota Save Mart 350 in the third starting position. Kyle, obviously our first road course qualifying under this new format. You're our top qualifying rookie for tomorrow's race. Talk a little bit about your thoughts on the new qualifying format here at Sonoma this weekend.
Hello? I thought it went pretty smoothly. I didn't see any issues. I'm sure in the beginning there seemed like a lot of cars out there, so maybe some people got hung up. But we waited a while to go and just to get a clean lap. So I think that was pretty key for the first session to get into the top 12. And I mean, we obviously have a couple really good cars at Chip Ganassi Racing, and I thought I gave up time in a few spots and. Would have been nice to get the pole, but Jamie was really fast there. And, so just good day. A lot better than I thought I was going to qualify. Or not a lot better. I thought we'd qualify pretty good, but not this good. So happy about that. And try and learn a lot today in the K&N race and take what I can from that to tomorrow's race.
Okay, we'll open for questions. We'll start up front here with Lee.
Jamie's done well here, but obviously Juan before you, but my gosh, that shows a lot about how far that program has come.
Yeah, Jamie's always really good here, especially in qualifying. I think he's got a few poles here, and Juan's an extremely good road racer, and it'd be interesting to see what Juan could have done today in my car, just because I don't feel like I'm that great yet on road courses. So, it was huge shout out to the guys at the shop and engineers and crew chiefs and everybody that put a lot of work into building these race cars. And we've been pretty fast all weekend. Or Jamie's been really good. I've kind of struggled in race trim. I need to work on when the tires wear out. I seem to not be very good. So I'm good when there's lots of grip in the tires, but the car's really fast.
We're now joined by AJ Allmendinger, driver of the number 47 Kingsford Clorox Chevrolet, who qualified second for tomorrow's Toyota Save Mart 350. AJ, we talked a little bit yesterday with you about this being a shot for you to get that chase qualifying berth, for you to solidify your place there. Talk a little bit about your qualifying run, the new format here on road course racing, and your chance for the win tomorrow.
I wish we would have just stuck to the old way. Everybody made one run. We were pretty good after that. So, no, I'm just I'm proud of everybody on this 47 race team. I going into qualifying, I honestly thought we didn't have a great car for qualifying trim. I was really happy with it in race trim. So, as I always say, I was cautiously optimistic about it. But, I felt like I put in 2 good laps out there. You can nitpick and say, okay, I lost a little bit here and there, but Jamie put in a hell of a lap. So, congrats to him. And, I was just proud of these guys. Kingsford Chevy's good, to have Clorox's home race and start up front. It's going to be a long battle tomorrow, but we got a good starting spot, so we'll have a clean view and go have some fun tomorrow.
Okay, we'll continue taking questions for AJ and Kyle. We'll take a question right here.
Thank you. Kyle, you don't have a tremendous amount of experience on this course, obviously. What did you learn from practice sessions that you were able to apply today?
I think I've struggled through the S's a lot so far this weekend, and I think as many laps as I've made, I've gotten better through there. I've figured out a couple things of just being patient in the early parts of the S's to carry more speed through the rest of it, and I think that's carried over from the K&N car to this. So still got a lot more to learn though, especially when I get a few laps on the tires. I struggle with that, so I'm sure I'll learn a lot tomorrow during that or throughout the race, and just got to stay out of trouble, really, and try and get a good finish. And anything can happen, really, on these road courses. So we still have a good shot at winning.
Okay, we'll take a question up here up front with Lynn, and then we'll go upstairs.
Lynn Hunting. Kyle, it's been said that you don't know that much about shifting, and you had to been given a car so you could practice shifting. How do you explain how quickly you have picked up? You're on the pole for the K&N race. You're third here. How does that happen?
I think it's pretty simple, right? You're really good, so it makes it easy for him.
No, I don't know. I mean, I know how to shift. I just screw up every once in a while, and so far I haven't yet. So I don't know. I've seemed to haven't had any issues yet.
Okay, we'll go upstairs for questions.
Dustin Long, MRN.com. For both of you guys, what kind of a relief is it to qualify so well and be in a good starting position, at least for the beginning of the race?
For me, it's really important. This race, once you get kind of a couple rows back, you start getting, especially these double file restarts and the start of the race. There's just a lot of ways to get yourself in trouble by something you're not even doing, and hopefully, we get through the first couple of corners clean, and then you can kind of single file out and really run your own pace. Once you start getting back in the middle of the pack, everybody kind of runs the same speed. It's tough to pass, and it's easy to burn your tires off and make mistakes. So this race is all about strategy, so I'm sure it'll kind of go front to back a couple of times once strategy starts playing out, and depending on when you get the yellows. But to at least start the race up front, it's a huge relief.
Yeah, for me, starting up front, hopefully I can stay up there for a little bit. I'm sure I'll fall back some in the beginning, especially when the tires wear out. But I just got to, stick with it, not get frustrated. You try and give and take as much as I can to maintain track position, and you let Shine and everybody on the box call a great race. So, just like I said, just got to stay out of trouble, keep all 4 tires on the track, and hopefully goal is to get a top 10.
Any additional questions up top?
No more questions.
Don Langford from RaceSonoma.com. AJ, how much does that track test day, the 2 days you had a chance here, help you with this run?
It was a big deal for us because, honestly, when we showed up at the test, we were awful. So, I feel like if we wouldn't have tested here and shown up the way we had planned on showing up, we wouldn't be talking right now. I mean, we spent the first day and a half just trying to figure out the race car, and really last half of the day I felt like we got a lot of speed in it. Things still wasn't perfect. We were testing on the old tire from last year, but I feel like if we didn't get these 2 days here, just to get the car right with these new rules packages and the ride high rule and stuff like that, we'd have struggled a lot here.
Okay, we'll take our next question from Lee. Go ahead.
Lee Spencer, Motorsport. AJ has Ted explained to you what prodigious means yet.
Yeah, he throws out there. I told him we got to keep it at least 2 syllables or less. It starts making my head hurt. So he was talking about my golf drives, so they are pretty awesome. So I thought that was probably something good about my driving.
Okay.
I hope.
Go ahead, Steve.
Steve Richards, the PRN. Kyle, just kind of a general question where you are in the points right now. Do you think about that? Obviously, you want to get a win to get locked into the chase, hopefully. But do you think about that, where you are in the points, the chase, like during the week away from the racetrack? Do you calculate in your head where you need to be?
I kind of know where I have to be because each week they let me know based on averages kind of where you have to finish to make the chase if you don't win a race. So I kind of know that, and that's my goal of just beating that position every week. And the number seems to keep getting bigger and bigger, so we can relax a little bit. But you still got to finish every race, and it'd be nice to get a win, but you got to be consistent to be up there in case you don't win a race. And right now we're sitting in a pretty good spot. If it isn't me winning, I hope somebody that's already won a race keeps winning. So just to not take up any extra spots. But the road course is here throwing a curveball. I know AJ's probably really looking forward to it because this is a good opportunity for him to get in the chase, and I guess it's a good opportunity for anybody.
Okay. Do you have a question?
Dan Rusanowski, Comcast Sportsnet. Just a quick question. First observation, California well represented here, but beyond that, what does that mean? But beyond that, your first time, Kyle, in a sprint car on this circuit, the elevation change is a big issue, and also the search for grip is a big deal when you're going 160 feet. What are your observations on that, and how it compares to other circuits that you've been on in this type of car?
Yeah, I was surprised with the elevation. I thought it would be tougher to see across or over the hill, but it really hasn't been that bad. It's the elevations kind of get me when my tires wear out. Upsets the balance a little bit, but it's a really technical track. It's really slick. Makes it fun, but frustrating for me at the same time. So just got to stick with it. And then being home in California is nice. I wish we could race out here more often, but glad to be home when I can.
Okay, we'll take a question in the back, then go to Holly, and then last one up front. Go ahead.
Yeah, Kyle, you talked about the fact that the tires going away as quickly. Is this track and these tires the tires might go a lot quicker than they have before in some of the oval races you've done? Have they
Some
gone
of-
away faster?
I've never raced here before, so I don't really know.
No,
but
I mean your
each
experience
track's
from
different.
ovals,
Each
yeah.
track's different on the circuit, so
Okay.
I don't know. This place, it feels even worse because you come to corners like turn 11 and 7 where you're almost at a stop and you have to take back off, and it's hard to get that traction. So it's kind of hard to compare to a oval where you have a lot more momentum.
All right, Holly, go ahead.
Holly Kane, NASCAR.com. I don't know that you guys have had a chance to really check out the starting lineup yet, but there are a lot of typically good road course racers, fast cars, hungry people, aggressive drivers behind you this year. Does that place starting up front, even greater emphasis on that? None of the Hendrick cars advanced to the final 12.
Yeah, I mean, I think a couple of things. There's some surprises in there. I was surprised Clint was, from his lap yesterday, and obviously Marcus. You always go right to him. But at the same point, I just think it shows how tough this series is, no matter what racetrack you're on now. I mean, it's you come to the road courses, and there's no such thing as a ringer anymore, or somebody that can just come in and immediately going to run top 10, top 5. Just you look on down the list. I mean, it's tough. Casey, being 30th, previous winner here. I mean, it's a difficult thing, especially in qualifying too, when everybody's so close and it's just so critical to get that one lap in. And this place is so tough to make sure you hit every mark for 11 corners. So, but that's what makes it fun. This race got so many different strategies that play out. So. I'm planning on doing either a 1 or 4-stop strategy. We're not doing anything in between, so we're just going to work on that.
All right, final question, Lynn.
Lynn Hunting, Crash Media. Kyle, you possibly are the only driver in the Cup race that has not driven this course before. How much do you rely on your spotters?
Well, there's me and the other rookies. A lot of us are running the K&N race today after this media session to gain more experience. And then, I think all of us just rely on as much information and whoever wants to give it to us. Our spotters are really high, so they can see the track better than the rest of us. But I would say I rely more on McMurray so far this weekend. I sat in the lounge with him for 15, 20 minutes yesterday, and he was kind of just going through every corner of the track and trying to give me as much information as I could get. And I definitely think having a teammate like that, it really helps. He's obviously really fast and willing to work with me and teach me a lot, which is great.
All right, gentlemen, thank you very much for your time. Congratulations and good luck tomorrow.